All right, you are looking at the fluency page of Module 5, Lesson 21. We are dividing by multiples of 10 and 100. So let's look at number 1. If we have, let's make that smaller, if we have 30 divided by 10, we know that they're both in the tens place there. So I can take away and divide by 10, right, and divide by 10. So that means I'm really doing 3 divided by 1, which I know is 3. That was messy. That is what you're doing as you're working through. Put a timer on. Don't spend more than 5 minutes on this page. Pause now, and you're going to draw a heart at the top of your page. Then pause now, spend no more than 5 minutes, and work through as much as you can. All right, you're now looking at the Thrive Point Challenge. Set a timer for 3 minutes. If you do it within that 3 minutes, let us know when you come to office hours or write it as a message in Google Classroom. We will give you those well-earned, well-deserved Thrive points. There are a lot of you who were doing it and getting all of those points. Joe, let me see you get those points. Kevin worked through this quickly. Anaya, when we left for school, you were just about getting them. So see if you can get all of these filled out. You guys got this. Pause now. Once you have finished, do a star at the bottom of page 2. Okay, we are now looking at the application problem. It says draw a quadrilateral that is 2 pairs of equal sides. Tell us as many names as you can for this shape. Circle the most specific name. Okay, well, let's start with our annotating. Draw a quadrilateral. I know that a quadrilateral means that there are 4 sides. So quadrilateral means, oh, my pen turned off. It means that there are 4 sides. Okay, and it wants 2 pairs of equal sides. Okay, so I'm going to say here, 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 and here. It's a quadrilateral, and I have 2 pairs of equal sides. Here is equal, and here is equal. Great. As many names as you can. Well, I know it can be a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. What else can it be? What other shapes have the same specifications that it's 4 sides and 2 pairs of equal sides? 4 sides. 2 pairs of equal sides means 2 opposite pairs of equal sides. Okay, so the other shapes that it could be, well, I'm thinking this looks like it could be a parallelogram. A parallelogram has 2 pairs of equal sides, and it has 4 sides. What else could this be? Ooh, this could be a rectangle. That's more specific, right? Rectangle means that we have those 90-degree angles. But I don't know for sure my length, so maybe it's a square, right? Maybe all of those sides are equal, and they're not. It's not a rectangle. There are others. What else could it be? You know what? It could be a rhombus, and it could be a kite. Same reasons for all of them. They all have 2 pairs of equal sides. So what you need to be thinking, which one of these is the most specific name? Circle what one is the most specific, the most detailed name. Not the big broad one. If you're thinking about the spreadsheet, the big flow chart that we looked at of all the shapes, you're thinking of the smallest one. What would it be? Circle that, and in office hours, you're going to come back and show us. Okay, so we're now looking at this flow chart. This is just to help get our brains wrapped around this. So, okay, we know it's a quadrilateral. It tells us this at the beginning. So that means we know that it has 4 sides. All of these shapes are going to have 4 sides. Great, quadrilateral. Now, it says quadrilateral, yes. Okay, does it have 4 right angles? So we're going to start by going this path. We're going to figure out what this is, going this direction, okay? Oops, I accidentally paused in the middle of me talking. Does it have 4 right angles? Okay, if it does, we're going yes. So let's think about a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. It could be something like this, right? 4 right angles means this, this, this. But it could also be a rectangle, right? That also has 4 right angles. So yes, okay, we're thinking it does have 4 right angles. Okay, now the 4 sides are the 4 sides of equal length. What would that be? What would be a quadrilateral, 4 right angles, and the sides are equal length? We know that that's a square. If all of the sides are equal and we know that they're all 90 degrees, we know it's a square. Okay, wait a second. Here it says, let's go to this next one, right? It says 4 right angles. Okay, so that's what we just did, right? That means we have our 90-degree angles. But this time, 4 equal sides, and the answer is no. So what if it has 4 right angles, but does not have 4 equal sides? Oh, well, that would be the other option that we already drew. That would be a rectangle. And if I'm drawing them here, I'm going to draw them to show, okay, it's that, those sides are the same, those sides are the same. Here I have my square, 90-degree angles for all of them, and all my sides are the same. They all get 1 dash. Okay, so that's what you're doing. So let's keep looking through it. This time, as I'm looking through it, yes, it's a quadrilateral. Does it have 4 right angles? The answer is no. Okay, it does not have 4 right angles. Okay, 2 sets of opposite angles that are the same size. So what could it be? I'm drawing something, so 2 sets of opposite angles. So that means this angle and this angle are the same, and then it means this angle and this angle are the same. Okay, 2 sets of opposite angles are the same, so it has to be that. Okay, so we're going with yes. So far it's yes. 4 sides of equal length. If all of these sides are equal length, what shape does that make it? We know it's a quadrilateral. 2 sets of opposite angles are the same, and it is all equal. Equal makes me think of a square, but it can't be a square if it's not 90 degrees angles. Look back at your chart, and you should come up with this is a rhombus. And those are our angles. I'm showing our angles right there. Now, if we go back to the 2 sets of opposite of the same size, so if I'm going back to this picture, I still have this drawn, and I'm thinking, okay, it still has the 2 opposites, but this time, are there 4 sides of equal length? And the answer is no. So really, my picture should look a little bit different. It would look more like this, right? Here are the same, and here are the same. But the sides are not, all of the sides are not equal. So what shape would that be? You should be thinking, oh, well, that's a parallelogram. Right, it's super similar to a rhombus, except a rhombus has to have equal lengths. That was a really squiggly parallelogram. That's a little bit better, and showing my angles. Okay, so now let's keep moving through. Again, we're starting with our quadrilateral. What color have I not used? Gray. We know it has 4 sides. Okay, 4 right angles? No. Okay, it does not have 4 right angles. Does it have 2 sets of opposite angles that are the same size? Still no. Okay, it has at least 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay, that means 1 are parallel. Doesn't mean both. So if we say yes, at least 1 pair of parallel sides, what shape would that be that only has 1 pair of parallel sides? You'd be thinking, oh, like a trapezoid. A trapezoid, at least 1, has at least 1 pair. So right here, we have trapezoid. It could have more, but it doesn't have to. And in this example, it does not. It just has 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay, what if it's no? Not at least 1. So then, let's look at what our picture would be. 2 pairs of equal sides that are adjacent. What shape did we talk about with adjacent? They're next to each other. So that means these are the same lengths. I could put 1 and 1. And these are the same lengths. 2 and 2. Why can't I draw a straight line? Let's try again. Nope, that was not any better. And those are the same length. So no parallel sides, but 2 pairs of equal sides that are adjacent, which means next to each other, and that is a kite. Make sure, and I should have marked right here that these are, oh no, they're not equal length. Ignore that. They're not equal length. They're just parallel. Okay, this is how your flowchart should be filled out. Moving on to the next page. Now, you have 4 tasks. You need to follow the guide that's given and see what you can draw. And then you are going to label it with all of the names that you can. So this first one says, draw a trapezoid with a right angle. Okay, so I'm thinking for trapezoid, before I even get started, I'm going to brainstorm here. Trapezoid means it needs to be a quadrilateral, needs to have 4 sides. That's what that means. What else do I know if it's a trapezoid? It must have at least, so it could be more, at least one pair of opposite sides. Of opposite parallel sides. Of opposite sides. Okay. Of opposite parallel sides. Okay. With a right angle. So it needs to have at least a right angle. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can draw it like this. Right? So here's my right angle. So it has that part. And then let's make sure, is this a trapezoid? Is it a quadrilateral? 4 straight sides? Yes. Does it have one pair of opposite parallel sides? 1, 2. Those will never intersect. That is what you are doing. So work on task 5. Work on 11 and 18 on these next ones, doing exactly what we said. And that is it. All right. We are going to be looking at these task cards as that exit ticket. So looking at 5, 11, and 18. Good luck, and I will see you in office hours. Put a smiley face so that I know you got to the very end of the watching the video. Put a smiley face at the bottom of 18. All right, great job.